Hello everybody, it's Avril from Mitchy Tick Yoga. It's lovely to see you all. I hope you are all well and you have had a good week. Well, what do we have for you this evening? Oh, it's very exciting, isn't it? We have Hank, the Hungry Monster. Wow. It's written by Julie Derrick, another of our wonderful friends from the Sue Atkins Book Club. So, you know I like to tell you a little bit, don't I, about the authors. So, Julie lives in South Wales, my second home. Love South Wales. Been so many years on holiday. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of friends down there. Now, Julie is a really busy wife and mum of two teenage girls. Feel like I'm talking about myself. She juggles her time between what she loves most, running a tight ship at home, and alongside her passion for writing and helping others. So Julie is also stepmother to two grown-up children and step-grandmother to four grandchildren. So she says her life is really hectic, but in some ways it does help to keep her young, and I totally agree. So please do follow Julie on her social media and her blogs to hear about mental health and tips for children and teenagers. You can find her on her Facebook page, which is Mind Monsters, and all her information is there for you. And please, if you'd like to purchase the book, please pop over to Amazon. You will find Hank, the Hungry Monsters. And you can give her a really good thumbs up on there if you purchase the book and write a nice review. Now, the great thing about Julie's book is that she has also had some wonderful reviews. Here in the forewords from, just listen, a consultant child psychiatrist, a clinical nurse, and a university health board. So wow, and well done to you, Julie. I know she is watching, so can we and all our yogis give her a little wave? Hi, Julie, and thank you so much for letting us read your wonderful book. She's written us a note. We love when they do that, don't we? To the Mitchy Tick Yogis, hope you enjoy my Hank story. I'm not sure if you can see that there, but there it is, written from Julie with a lovely bookmark for me. So without further ado, I'm going to start Hank the Hungry Monster, written by Julie Derrick, illustrated by Glenn Hallman. So, off we go. Hank is settling into his new home. I think that I'm going to be very happy here, he chuckles to himself. Hank is a very hungry monster who never gets full. But Hank isn't hungry for food, he's hungry for power. Now, I'll show you Hank, and you have a look and wonder why you think I may like Hank. Yes, he's purple. Purple monkeys, purple Avril, one of our favourite colours. But let's see if we really do like Hank. We shall continue. Hank loves to play games, but only games that he can win, and he wins a lot. Time for a new game, he thinks. He starts to fiddle with some controls. O, C, D, and replay. Wonderful, they all seem to be working perfectly, he chuckles. Time for some fun. Would you like to see Hank's controls? There we are. Okay. Wonder what he's going to do. Now, Annabelle is a bubbly little girl who loves to play with her friends. Everyone loves Annabelle. Everyone, that is, except Hattie. Hattie is her friend too, but Hattie sometimes makes her sad. And Annabelle often catches her whispering and then stops and giggles as Annabelle approaches. I'm not too sure about Hattie. Are you? Let us see. Hattie is always lovely to her face though, until one day. Horror! Hattie starts pointing at something on Annabelle's face. What's that on your nose? She asks. Hattie is pointing to a bit of sunburn on Annabelle's nose, which is so small that you can barely see it. Everyone is staring at her. Some are giggling. Annabelle begins to feel very uncomfortable. And then it's all over. The school bell rings and off they all dash back into the classroom. Everyone seems to have forgotten about the incident and the sunburn. Everyone, that is, except Annabelle. Oh, and Hank, who has been watching it all from his control room. This is going perfectly, he thinks to himself. Time for my new game to commence. He chuckles. He presses the O button. His control panel flashes the words, "Order, order, play new game." So here is poor Annabelle, all worried, and Hank pressing control. A sequence of worrying thoughts start to transfer into Annabelle's mind. Ping! That was unpleasant, wasn't it? Ping! You don't ever want to feel like that again, do you? Ping! All that unwanted attention wasn't nice, was it? Ping! You need to keep yourself safe so that doesn't happen to you again. But how do I do that? Annabelle wonders to herself. This is fun. Time for a new command, thinks Hank. He rubs his hands together with glee and presses the C. His control panel flashes the words, "Create commands, create commands." Oh dearie me, and poor Annabelle. Ping! You need to wash your face straight away and then you'll be safe, comes the order. Annabelle looks really worried. That's what I must do then, she decides. Miss, please may I go to the toilet, she asks. Yes, of course, replies Mrs. Carman. Mrs. Carman has been Annabelle's teacher for 2 whole years. Annabelle is fond of her as she has a kind and smiley face. This is easy, muses Hank. Time to get serious now, though, he chuckles, and he presses the D control. His control button lights up brighter than ever with the words, "Deliver instructions, deliver instructions." Annabelle washes her face with some water in the basin and is about to walk out when, "Stop!" a voice booms in her head, carefully operated by Hank. "You need to wash it with soap as well, 3 times, or it won't work." Oh, dearie me. Poor Annabelle. She thinks it seems silly, but she doesn't want to take any chances, so she washes it another twice just in case and then leaves. I must say, I feel much better now, she thinks to herself. Annabelle doesn't think any more about it. Hank, on the other hand, can think of nothing else. He gets up early the next morning, eager to continue with his game. He presses the D again. "Don't forget to wash your face 3 times this morning," comes the order. No need for that, thinks Annabelle, and she just washes it once in the usual way. Hank is very cross. He doesn't like his authority challenged. What if you get more sunburn? What if everyone giggles again? Can you handle that? Annabelle begins to panic. What if I do get sunburnt again and everyone makes fun of me? Worse still, what if nobody wants to be my friend anymore? Oh, poor Annabelle. Better safe than sorry, though, she thinks to herself, and off she goes to wash her face 3 times, just in case. When she comes out of the bathroom, her face is bright red from washing. She feels good though and safe. Off she goes to school. All is well for about an hour until the school bell rings for playtime. Just as Hank is pressing the replay button on his game, the orders start again. "You need to wash your face again to avoid getting sunburned," booms the voice in her head. Oh dear, just as she's about to go out to play with her friends too. Annabelle becomes quite anxious again and heads straight to the toilets. Mrs. Carmen follows her. She watches from the doorway as Annabelle starts counting. 1, 2, 3, which is Hank's favourite number, by the way, as she washes her face. "Why are you doing this?" asks Mrs. Carmen as she quietly leads her to the staff room. "It's because something bad will happen to me if I don't," she cries. "A voice in my head told me that I have to do it or nobody will like me." Oh, there is her best teacher, Mrs. Carmen. I think we all had a favourite teacher, don't we? "I'm yours." Go away with you, but thank you. Annabelle tells her teacher what happened the day before. "You don't need to do these things, Annabelle," says Mrs. Carmen. "None of the other children do this, and they're all okay, aren't they?" she continues. "You don't have sunburn, you just have a nice glow from being in the sun." "Have you thought that maybe Hattie is just a bit insecure herself?" adds Mrs. Carmen. Annabelle hadn't thought about it quite like that. "Would you like me to help you to magic these voices out of your head?" she continues. "Yes, please," begs Annabelle. "It's easy. All you need to do is to just speak up to the voice in your head to drown it out," says Mrs. Carmen. "But how do I do that?" asks Annabelle. "You simply need to ignore the voice by saying no, over and over again." Annabelle decides to give it a try, and with a little practice, the voices eventually go away, just like Mrs. Carmen predicted. Then, as if by magic, life is normal and happy again for Annabelle. Hank, on the other hand, is getting very frustrated. Can you see his face? He doesn't look happy, does he? And very hungry. None of his controls are working. O, nothing. C, nothing. D, nothing. Replay, still nothing. He decides that there is only one thing to do. He packs up his stuff and decides to find another home, one where he can get fed again. And one far away from Annabelle, I should think. So there you go. You see, there are lots of things we can do to help us when we're feeling anxious and worried. And I always like to put little notes in the books that I receive from our friends. And on this one, it's where Mrs. Carmen says you simply need to ignore the voice by saying no over and over again. You see? And, you know, when I try to get my little yogis to relax, what I love to do is to ask them to sit or lie with their eyes closed. And we know the thought keep popping into our head. What are we having for tea? Am I going anywhere after school? Will I play out with my friends? Lots of thoughts. But if we close our eyes and sit nice and still, and we say to those thoughts, not just now, pop back later, I'm having a bit of quiet time. Another one may pop in. No, thank you, not now. I'm trying to listen to the quiet around me. Thank you, but bye for now. See, you try it. Next time you're trying to have a nice, relaxed and calm time to yourself, or sometimes when you're trying to go to sleep, just say, not now, thoughts. I'm busy trying to sleep. I'll listen to you in the morning. Okay, have a try, see how you get on. So everybody, snuggle on down into your pyjamas. Have a lovely night's sleep, all refreshed for tomorrow. Thank you, Julie. We thoroughly enjoyed it. Goodbye, everybody, and as usual, love you all to bits. Bye for now.